Hey guys, it's XD40 Lou. So I'm back from the great state of Texas. Just want to kind of do a little check-in, and uh, I'm glad to be home. But I had a wonderful time with my daughter and her husband Tim and her two sons, my grandsons Caleb and Evan. They were so sweet, so kind. We had a great time. We spent, Fridays, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 5 days. Yeah, so I'm home, and I thought I'd just kind of drop a little short update of what I'm working on today. So today I made a couple of boxes for just supplies. I put a little wire net on there and just made it out of 1x4 material. Nothing fancy. I made two of them. This will be for like spices and kitchen stuff, and that's like medicines for emergencies, which I'm also going to do a medicine cabinet in there. So some of this may change to over there, but it's just, places to put stuff. And I think since I have the room, I think I'm going to put another shelf up here, maybe a smaller one or even a longer one in here, kind of to match these two. So I might do a square, taller one on that one. Just something to match and look nice and functional for storing supplies. I've been hanging up some of the stuff that I've been getting in little by little. So I got my frying pan and a spatula behind it. What else? Oh, and I entered an ugly drawer competition. And I think I'm going to win. This is one of the ugliest drawers I've ever made, or ugly drawer that I made because it's my first one. But I just using scrap materials, low budget, whatever I have laying around. I had a handle, I spray painted it. And then I had this little latch thing, just because I know that when you're driving, one of the things I'm finding out about guys have been warning me is locking everything down. So this is, I had a bunch of these latches. I don't remember what I bought them for, but they lock down. So very strong, and latch it there. It sticks out a little bit. Not the normal way to do it, but using what I got, Bought a cutting board. Haven't opened it yet, so it's under there. What else here? Oh, and then I came up with, I've been trying to rack my brain on what kind of a system I want to do. I wanted something simple and easy. So one thing I did is it looks goofy and it takes up a lot of room. But I made that shelf. There was a shelf here that was 12 inches deep, but it only held 3 cars. And I want to be able to take as many cars as possible. So it doesn't extend past this stuff here. So it's not like it's in the way. I mean, it's bulky because it doesn't look good. But I can get 6 cars up here now. So, and they're all tucked away. And this is one of my bigger cars. This is the Everest 10. It's really tall. And as you can see, it's not touching. And my Everest 10 is one of the biggest trucks I have. Oh, it'll hold pretty good sized trucks, whatever I pretty much want to put up there. I made it 13 inches tall. But I was trying to figure out, man, I want an easy way to unload and load these trucks. So I came up with this little system. It's just a hinge. Now on this little spot right here, I'm going to be able to put a WPL truck, which is one of my military ones is going there. And then I also I brought in a wire rack that's going to hold. Let me show you. Let me get down here. Now this wire rack has 3 shelves. So it'll hold 9 1/16 scale vehicles. So this is where I plan to put my FMS, Rock Hobby, EZRC type vehicles in here. So I can get 9 in there. And it's only 12 inches deep. and I can go 3 by 3 on each shelf. So that's locked down. I secured it with these clasps, so that ain't going anywhere. In the back too, I secured it. So that's also done there. So all the little trucks will go there. I may even put a tank up here. I'm not sure yet, but I do have room for one 118 scale, 116 scale vehicle right here on that spot. And then what I came up with for holding them is, as you can see, one of the things I like about doing these latches, these gate latches, is that they come out of the way, but then they come up to the middle here, like this one. And then all I'm just going to do is real simple bungee cords because, you know, they're easy. Just unhook them. Like this one here, I can unhook. Let me, I'm doing this with one hand. But there we go. Okay. So they come out of the way. I can slide a car out, slide it back in, put this up, and then that'll keep it in place. The biggest thing for me was trying to figure out a way to get them in and out of here and not make anything complicated. So that's what I came up with, you know. Not the most beautiful thing, but, you know, just unhook. Like I said, I'm having a hard time because I'm doing this with one hand, but yeah. And then they kind of come out of the way, slide it out, or I can put them that way, slide it out. But they're strong. So, yeah, that's the plan I came up with for holding them in place up there. You know, they may roll a teeny bit like this one, but they're not going to come past that latch. I mean, you know, bungees are pretty strong. You guys know that. Anyway, I started bringing in some of my, I've always had like what I call go-to-go emergency bug out bags. So that's one of my old bug out bags where I have knives and safeties. Like here's some more knives if I need any, you know. And this is my baton. It's a steel baton that comes out, and these are really good for safety, guys. I highly recommend these. I got mine from one of the sports shops, but they're really nice and heavy, and all you do is swing it out, and you got a very safe baton to beat somebody with if they bug you. But I love my baton. Coming back, let me hang this back up. Guys, one of the things I do with my knives is after doing some training, I like to have my knives wrapped around my wrist. So if you ever do get in a situation where you got your knife and you're defending yourself or protecting yourself, either from animals or from a human, one of the things you want is you don't want somebody to take that knife from you. So one of the things I do is I wrap mine and I make these paracord. And then it also has a nuts on it. So, yeah, that's to, if you got to hit somebody, you can hit somebody with that. And you also have it here. And it makes it easier. It makes it safer because, you know, if somebody trying to take a knife from you would be, I mean, not impossible. You know, if you're in a situation where you got somebody who's an expert at that stuff. But for the most part, you know, I do that with all my knives. Like here's a really big knife. And I always wrap my knives around my wrist. And these are simple to make. There's a lot of tutorials on making paracord bracelets for emergencies, all kinds of stuff. So if you guys are looking for anything like that, and you can add nuts on them, and it makes it even safer because you can whack somebody with it and they hurt. So yeah, so there's some of my safety stuff, more safety equipment. That's my gun case. Got a nice little stove there. So that's where I'm at today. That's what I've been up to today. Doing a little bit of work around in here and onward and upward. Back to the fun time of getting my trailer ready. Take care, guys. Sorry for the long update, but just wanted to connect with you guys a little bit. Merry Christmas to all of you.